that used to throw change into the toll booths around here.
Yeah, the big
Remember,
basket.
like, throwing change?
Remember, that's not that long ago.
I know.
Clangity, clang, clangity.
That's still a recent memory.
Yeah, like throwing change through the sunroof, trying to get it into the basket.
Yeah, got it. Yeah, the trick was not to stop the vehicle, to be able to keep rolling, throw the change, have the gate go up, and you make it through.
Florentine for years would drive through and do the fake throw and then keep going. It was so funny to watch him do the fake throw. Or sometimes he would open the door and fucking pick up and fake throw and pretend he dropped it, and then open the door and just pick up fucking 30 cents off the ground that people had missed.
Yeah.
And throw. I think Florentine fucked the Parkway out of $2 million.
And that was before they could catch you with that camera shit.
You know what they're going to do after 35 cents? Occasionally he goes, even I got a ticket, I'm way ahead.
Yeah.
I'm way ahead.
That was his thing.
The scary part, though, was driving through, and then the alarm would... You thought some car was going to come out and follow you.
Right.
You didn't pay alarm.
Yeah, what was that supposed to do?
Because it was supposed to shake you up and make
but
you
the
go,
buzzer
oh,
would only go off after you have already committed. So what's
you're
the
through.
difference?
Deterrent
no
for other
ways to-
cars and for you in the
Yeah,
future.
your best pay.
Oh, okay, yeah, maybe for you in the
Best
future.
pay, motherfucker.
Yeah.
And you do like big acting in the car, like
Yeah,
Start getting angry like,
Put it
the
in."
gate! I paid!
Jim's awful fucking fake throw.
fake throw.
I don't know what happened.
Yeah, I throw it. I don't know. It said go.
And the good old
Maybe
days
this-
around the 4th of July.
maybe it's
people used to
jammed.
Throw
That's
firecrackers in there and stuff.
throw firecrackers.
Yeah, they throw
You didn't throw
firecrackers. No, yeah, like not even me. My father and his friends. When I was I would be driving with them in the back seat as a kid, and they would just be laughing, throwing like ash cans into the fucking thing.
Boom! This guy said he used to block the toll collector.
What?
What?
Think about it. If it's an out of the way one, you can make some cash. Ed, what do you got on this?
Actually, it was the homies down in Irvington, New Jersey. Used to put like shirts down those toll collector things, and then people would toss the change in, and it would collect, and then they come keep it.
What a genius idea.
Yeah, you could get some quick change,
Just circle back.
and then take your shirt out so it works again, so no one's on to you.
What about the toll collectors though? They got to be Johnny. on
No,
the
some of
spot.
these toll booths had nobody working there.
Yeah, nobody.
Those out of the way weird ones.
Yeah, and at night
Yeah, man, you fucking jam it up for an hour.
there'd be one fat girl in the one full service one. You know she's not getting out.
I haven't had to deal with a toll collector in so long.
So long.
Fucking Easy Pass.
If you don't have Easy Pass, I really believe they should just fucking steer your car off to the right, and it's a cliff.
Yes.
And you fucking plummet.
Yes.
It seems like that's finally turning around. It seems like
fucks
everything
most
up.
people have Easy Pass.
Yeah.
Or
You know
more
what?
have it than don't.
I take that
In
Midtown
this
Tunnel
area,
every day.
anyway.
When I come out, it's like
The cash lane fucks everyone up.
fucks everyone.
Exactly.
Scumbags.
It's the worst fucking thing. Just get it. What are you, a mobster? You don't want people tracking you?
Right.
Stop it.
There's no way to cheat anymore
No.
in anything. It's like even like
Cheating was fun,
Electronics.
man.
Electronics have
Electronics,
everything.
yeah.
Cameras.
It felt like you were getting away with it.
Scanning.
Well, you were.
yeah, everything's scanned and fucking. There's no just COD money in your pocket.
COD.
No, that shit.
and a box of records.
Yeah, a box of fucking records.
We used to figure out how to get free soda. I thought it was the greatest thing ever.
How'd you
out
do
of
that?
machines?
With
yeah,
the fake,
man.
with the fake?
Well, I had a really thin fucking arm back then, so I was the guy.
Oh,
And I had
really?
scrapes up and down my arms. We figured
had
out
that
one
friend.
day you go in and you had to cut the corner, and then I got so good that I could even get you your soda, which one you wanted. I had all the buttons on the inside.
Yeah, that was like
They would line up after basketball practice, and soda was what, a quarter back then, but it was just so cool you could do it for free.
Yeah, to you that was like winning, like in Vegas. That was like a score. If you
Fuck
got
yeah.
a free soda.
You can't do that anymore.
It's huge.
Obviously.
Stealing is fun.
I
So much
loved
fun.
it.
Everyone loves to steal.
So much
It
fun.
rules.
It really does.
Stealing rules.
Whenever you see like celebrities, like, why is she shoplifting? Because it's a
Because it's a
blast.
ball, stupid.
It really is.
I would love to see the old machine that I used to do it with, because it was cool. You had to get way down low.
Yeah.
Get that arm in there.
You can't do it
You
now.
were scared because you felt like you were either going to get electrocuted or stuck, because there were wires in there. I don't even know
Really?
how we figured it out, but we did.
Now with clothes even, you can't because of those fucking magnetic things. I bought a
Yeah.
T-shirt recently, a good one, and a fucking dumb cunt forgot to take the thing, and of course I went off going to the thing, but I ignored it, and I get home and I realize I still got that fucking tag.
Oh, you can't ignore it because now you try to take it off and it puts ink on it.
How do I
Yeah.
get that off?
Explodes paint.
So you really did steal the shirt?
No, I didn't.
Why wouldn't you go back to the store then?
Because it was in it was
was it
over
another city or
Yeah,
whatever?
man, it might have been L.A. I just
sucks.
You need really strong magnets.
Yeah.
really.
Yeah, that takes.
I don't have. Who the fuck has strong magnets?
Is that all that is?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, come on.
Yeah,
There's
I
more
bought
to it than that.
That one, like the plastic one with the little nub on the
Yeah,
end.
it's
yeah.
a magnet.
It has
They
metal.
slide it over a magnet
Yeah.
at the counter. And it
How
just
strong of a
pops the thing
magnet?
off.
Really
Oh,
strong.
crazy. Like the ones that pick up the cars at the junkyard.
Wait, so wouldn't it be worth? So wouldn't it be worth getting a real strong magnet?
It must beat portable magnets.
There's got to be something else
If
to
you
it
steal a
besides
lot.
that. Something.
No.
That's it.
Just a magnet, it's a really strong magnet. That's what, because I bought something up from some Army Navy store, and the same thing. And brought a hat.
Some boots
And
with
they're like, well, if you-
waffle
if you-
fucking
Yeah,
waffling.
You bought a
soles.
hat?
I bought a hat for a gift.
Oh.
Like one of those ear flap ones.
Oh, my God.
For
An
who?
ear
What
flap hat?
90-year-old birthday party were you going to?
It was for my nephew. He's
Oh.
in college.
And you had the tag on it?
Yeah, I had the tag on, and the guy said, well, if you have a really strong magnet, that'll take it off.
Did it?
And we had a really strong magnet from the museum. I sound like such a
Museum
nerd.
of The Magnets?
Papas are
Museum of Natural
dorks.
History. we had really strong magnets. The ones that you buy, and they're like, yeah, you can use
They're
these,
dangerous.
but keep them away from everything in your house.
Yes.
Keep it away from your TV.
Yeah,
you want to be
that's-
sure it's not
your
near
brain,
your computer. Right.
They use those on like rare earth magnets. Yeah.
Yeah.
Rare
work?
earth magnets.
And it worked.
So you could do my T-shirt.
I could.
No, fucking side business.
Because you could pinch your fucking hands between like the magnet and metal, and it will like fuck your hand up.
Yeah.
Like it's that strong. Where it'll
Yeah.
squish your fucking
Could you?
finger.
If I sewed this shirt, you could help me with?
Yes.
All right.
If I could find the magnet.
It's a great team. Where would you leave? I hope you put them right into your fucking hard drive.
My kids probably have them under.
Why don't you wear it as is?
Nah, because that thing
Start a
is.
trend.
Yeah, start a trend.
You could start a trend.
Yeah.
We got a guy that says that they're still jamming the tolls. We got another guy that used 15 aliases for Columbia Music House.
What geniuses to jam the tolls, man. Poverty breeds brilliance sometimes.
Yes.
Well, remember,
They're not shooting people.
remember our old pal, Old Dirty? Not the
Yes,
not
OD.
not the Old Dirty that everyone else
Yes.
knows.
Yeah.
We had an OD on our fucking show back in the day. Remember, you would come in with the latest scams. It used to fucking amaze
Yeah,
me.
there are all kinds
I'm
of
trying to
scams.
remember all the ones you used to tell.
I just like
And they were
pipe
brilliant.
cutter, the pipe cutter to the fucking the parking meters.
Yeah, the parking meters. That's
for you know.
Just cut the whole
That's
thing
old
off.
school.
yeah, just the top.
Just pop the top off
pop
and
the
then
top and go.
home with a hammer and try to fucking
Yeah.
crack it open.
Jesus.
But now they don't even have like fucking.
No, it's
they
a
don't even
muni
have
pay.
parking meters
Yeah.
anymore.
It's all credit cards. You pay
Yeah.
at the muni meter.
Muni meter.
Muni. I'll
Please
be-
display your receipt.
Stay in the car, honey. I'm going to the muni meter to get a receipt. The muni meter.
And the muni meters at the end of the block. So some of these assholes out there, these scumbags, they'll give you a ticket as you go into the muni meter.
Oh, man.
Oh, there's a
That's
lot
ruthless.
of stories.
Fucking
about
hate that.
That's
The worst.
ruthless.
I
And,
like
then,
to fuck-
and then it's your word against his.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, isn't there a
That's what you
5-minute
were
time
doing.
differential or
It's
something?
supposed to be, but these guys go, well, fuck that. I'm writing the ticket now, and before you get back, the ticket's on your car, and they're long gone.
You know what drives them crazy? If you take off all your clothes, except for your sneakers, and you dance around the muni meter singing the Maypole song. Because then nobody can put their cards in.
Guy wants to explain the magnet trick, too. But first, Brett in Orange County. Brett, quick, please.
Good morning, buddy.
Welcome aboard.
Tom Papa on the show.
But when I moved to South Orange County, all my neighbors had paper plates on their cars, and we got 8-year-old cars with paper plates on them, and we're just jamming down the toll road, and then we get our ticket and pay your $100 for not having plates, and you're 3 years up on toll roads. So it's all good.
Oh, over the license plate.
No, you know how you buy a car and you get paper
Temporary plates. You'd have to.
plates? Yeah.
Yeah.
I swear to God, dude.
Joe Smith, Dodge dealer, whatever the hell.
Oh. I'm sorry, buddy. I thought you said paper plates.
Oh,
I heard paper
pla-
plates,
yeah,
too.
He did say paper
Oh,
plates.
but I thought you meant the food ones.
Paper license plates,
You
right?
put like a picnic?
Yeah, I'm like, what the fuck? I thought it was some way to beat the system with a paper plate. Would it blow off?
it's my tags. I forgot to put on the tags.
It says we're still jamming the tolls, so I thought he meant
Please step out of the vehicle, sir.
Putting the fucking T-shirts in there. So.
Oh,
That's terminology, brother. Sorry about that.
thanks.
Yeah.
All right, no worries.
Paper plates.
Brother, have a great day, guys.
Everything was so simple. You could scam. This is why, like, Smokey and the Bandit was a movie. You know what I mean? Like, you could really just, with your little clever scams, you could figure stuff out.
My brother got to a point where his license was so suspended, he couldn't possibly register a vehicle. So he drew a New York State registration and inspection sticker. Drew it by hand with a ruler and fucking red, blue pens and stuff, and just drew it.
Did it look good?
And taped it into the windshield.
Did it look good?
Yeah, it looked good enough where
no one's going to stop you.
a cop isn't going to stop him. I mean, if a cop did stop and then looked at it, he'd know. But it was just, when you drive past the cop, it's
like,
it's all up to date.
He's legal.
Hilarious.
Yeah.
Let's go to the magnet guy. Brian in Connecticut. Brian.
Hey, those magnets that are just in there. We figured this out one day, completely by accident, actually. But if you take like an old computer's hard drive, the magnets in there, they get the plates to spin in the old computer hard drive. They're reverse polarity magnets. They're the same magnets that they use in those devices. The magnets are no bigger than your thumbnail. And if you go on Amazon.com, they're like $1 for like 8 of them. You only need one of them, and it slides those little things right up.
So there's got to be guys doing this all the time in stores.
Probably is,
Reverse polarity.
It's called stealing, though.
Yeah.
So.
No, I understand, but I didn't realize it was that easy.
That's a great movie name, Reverse Polarity.
Oh.
It's about a magnet salesman. Yes. And Sandra Bullock whisks into his life.
Two opposites, but they attract.
Yes.
Oh, that's good.
Reverse Polarity.
on the movie poster, they're back to back, looking over their shoulder. You attract me.
She's a positive. He's a negative.
No, but then they get there and you realize that she's a police detective investigating a child murder, and she finds little bloody shoes in his closet, but falls in love with him anyway. Reverse polarity. And then he fucks her with a big horseshoe magnet in her pussy and asshole.
Classic.
I think I've seen that movie.
No, I know people have scams all the time, but I didn't realize this one was so easy. Is what I'm saying. Man.
Yeah.
You want to know how to get that thing off, Jimmy?
I do. It's driving me crazy because it's a good James Pierce T-shirt.
James Pierce.
Like I'm wearing right now.
Wow.
Fucking shirt.
Wow.
Scott in New York. What's up, Scott?
Hey, guys. Hey, I've had to remove a couple of these for my wife who, people forgot to take them off.
Yeah, she's an idiot.
If you wrap the plastic device that's full of ink with tape, like electrical tape, duct tape, and you use a pair of side cutters, you can work away at the little piece of metal that actually pierces the clothing, and you can snip it. And as long as you have it wrapped tight with the tape, the ink's not going to come out.
Wait, who the fuck wants to duct tape and wrap for that? For a T-shirt?
Sounds crazy.
Well,
I don't have one of Betsy Ross's original flags in my house. It's a fucking T-shirt. I'm not going wrapping duct tape around it like it's a gerbil I'm going to fuck. Jesus, how much work? Thank you anyway. I like the magnet
I have to
ideas.
buy tools.
I'd rather go to the fucking museum and go, where's your magnets, assholes? Fucking bring my shirt into the museum, look at a magnet, pop it off, and go, I hate this thing, and leave.
This guy's talking side cutters.
Exactly.
Duct tape.
I could have wrapping things up.
Yeah.
Let me get my fucking tools.
All you got to do is buy a plane ticket and go out there and return it. Thanks.
I'll be down there with my tools.
Want a Home Depot scam?
Yes.
All right, Jeff in Jersey. Jeff.
Hey, what's up, guys?
Hey, man.
I remember one of, I've been listening to you guys 15 years. I actually remember one of Old Dirty's scams. He would go to Home Depot, load up a cart full of stuff for a job, take it out to his car, load up his car, then go back into Home Depot with the same cart, recreate his receipt, and then return all the stuff he already had in his car, saying the job got canceled. But he basically stole everything he just bought. He got everything, for free.
That's smart.
I got it.
Load it up in his car, then go back in, cherry pick the stuff off the shelves, and return it.
And go up with the...
That's great.
That's before
that's
all the security cameras and all that.
That's a receipt scam that happens a lot, usually at like lower levels.
You
like
think
at
it's
Dwayne
still
Reed.
happening a lot?
Yeah, like all you gotta do. Yeah, if I was a homeless guy, I would just hang out like around Dwayne Reed's all day and wait for people to throw their receipts away. Take the receipt, go back into the store, find what was on the receipt, and return it.
We can still get away with some stuff.
Yeah, a few things.
I like that.
Let me check the security camera. I don't see you purchasing this.
Do we know how to,
Yeah, but who's going to go that far for $4?
I know.
you want to know how
true.
to get free
Yep.
groceries at Stop and Shop?
Oh, how you do that?
Nobody's going to tell us.
My friend Marvin used to say "stop and plop," and I'd crack up every time.
I miss Marvin.
Me too. I love Marvin.
I don't even know Marvin, but
Stop
I
and
feel like I
plop.
know
That's
all
ridiculous.
the stories you tell. Melanie, what do you got?
Hey, yeah.
Brand new pair of roller skates.
Start over, Melanie.
Sorry.
At Stop and Shop now, they have these scanners that you walk around, you scan your groceries, and at the end, when you get to the register, you just scan the scanner on something, and it totals up your bill. So you can walk around, scan something for like $1, and then not scan the rest of your groceries. With the self-service registers, they have no clue.
Well, so you don't scan all the items.
The honor system.
But self-checkout, it's everything's weighted.
Well, yeah, but also they usually have like one hall monitor that kind of oversees all the self-checkout.
But you could turn off the.
You bag everything shopping.
You could turn off the bag item.
Yeah.
There's a bag. There's a thing like in CVS or whatever. You have to bag your items. If you don't put it, it goes, "Please place your item in the bag."
Gets all panicky on
Rats you out loudly.
I know, really loud. E-Rock has a comment on
Shut
this.
up! I don't want a bag.
E-Rock, sir. E-Rock.
You bag it in your cart as you go, so you never have to weigh it. You just scan the gun to the machine and swipe your card, and that's it.
You would think they would make you weigh the whole shopping cart by the end.
Think so, right?
Well, that's like a truck stop, though. Who needs that fucking cart?
Yeah.
I don't know. That sounds easy to fucking.
But you could
steal
turn.
shit.
You could turn off the bag item, like your own, where you have to bag your thing, and then it won't probably bark at you.
Yeah.
Let's go to John in New Hampshire. John?
Hey, how's it going, guys?
Hey, Chad.
Hey, I was going to say, back in the day, I used to work at a clothing store at the mall, and people used to come in with those oversized shopping bags. And what they would do is they'd line them, like heavily line them with tinfoil, and then put white contact paper over it. So when they put the clothes in, it would deflect those tags.
How did that work?
Wait, contact paper over where? I'm losing. You have me.
They would line the inside of the bag
With tinfoil.
Okay.
And then put contact paper over it, so the inside of the bag looked white.
It looked like the bag still, but it had tinfoil.
Tinfoil, yeah. And then you fill it with potatoes and put it on the grill.
Right.
Oh, that's smart.
Reynolds wrap. What the fuck?
God, we missed out on some
People are
good
clever.
scams.
It's funny. There's like a fine line between something kind of clever, like the Florentine fake throw,
Right.
to like changing bags and
Yeah, now you're stealing shit and really thinking it over.
Stores, right?
Yeah.
Some of these are so obvious. Wait till you hear this one. Kevin in Jersey. Kevin.
Hey, I used to work at a movie theater in, it's one of those, it's now like the Cinema Sixes in New York.
Proud of you.
New York. Hello?
Yeah.
At the radio show.
We used to have camp shows for kids where they'd buy thousands of cups of soda, and we would resell the cups because that's how they kept track of how much profit they were supposed to have at the end of the day. So we would clean up the cups from the movie theater from these little snotty kids and resell them to the public and pocket the money. It was thousands of dollars.
That's brilliant.
What?
Yeah, you'd resell
Used
cups.
Used cups?
That's brilliant. That's how they knew how much product they gave away.
This wasn't like a Lowe's. This was like an old family movie
That's
theater.
fucking brilliant. But then they noticed that the soda was going away. And it didn't match up to the amount of cups?
Yes.
The guy basically had Alzheimer's, man.
That's smart, though.
You could have just hit him then and took his wallet.
Shows where they put in all these.
You just restacked the cups.
Now it's Scooby-Doo. Old Man Johnson, he'll never know.
And you don't punch it into the register, obviously.
Exactly.
Right on, man.
They used to bust in all these kids from the housing projects, and there'd be thousands and thousands of dollars in cups, and we just split it 4 ways. We're 15 years old with $3,000 in our pockets after a weekend summer show.
Oh, man.
That's great. Whatever works.
All right, thank you, Kevin. Let's go to Billy in New York. Billy.
Yeah, I used to wrap the security tags in a condom and just smash them with a hammer, and all the ink would just spray into the condom.
All the ink. Is that what you call it?
Wait, you would...
What?
And why didn't we think of that?
What would he do?
He'd put the security thing.
Always
wrap it in a
Where does the
condom?
ink come from?
Inside.
It's inside a little.
Yeah, there's
when
like
you try to
little,
smash
like,
it open.
glass tube.
Yeah.
Yeah, when you try to open it without the magnets, it gets all over the clothes and ruins them.
Oh.
So you just try to get a magnet around it.
What's a condom?
I mean, a condom around it.
Yeah, exactly. I'd probably just throw the wrapper on it and do it wrong.
How do you steal the
Break it on
condom?
some girl's back.
We got a guy from Morgan Stanley. He wants to tell us some scams.
Oh, boy, yeah. He's got a good scam.
I can imagine. Hold on. Let's go to gas station Bob first. Bob, Connecticut.
Yeah, I used to work at a gas station, and we'd check the oil. We'd pull out the dipstick and then push the oil down on the dipstick, show the customer that he was a quart low. We'd take an empty can of oil from the shelf, pour it in, and pour it in.
That's funny.
That old gag.
That old gag.
Rules.
Sorry, ma'am, you're mighty low.
You know some of this shit happened to us, but I don't care. That rules.
That is a good one.
So
it's hilarious.
So many ways to steal.
Yeah.
You want the Morgan Stanley guy? Adam in Queens. Adam.
Hey, what's up, guys?
Hey.
So you sell people Facebook stock at $38 a share. Then you short it.
I've always made the mistake in my life, kind of leading a semi-honest life. Every now and then I get away with a few bucks I thought I'd make out. I was like, oh, yeah, I did great. Back in the day, about 10 years ago when the 900 numbers came out,
Yeah.
we found out what these guys did. They were walking around Midtown Manhattan. They got a couple of FedEx and UPS outfits. They would put addresses on it, like, oh, I'm going to 750 7th Avenue, 10th floor, John Smith, right?
Mm-hmm.
They'd walk up, they'd go up to the front desk. Front desk would be like, oh, there's no John Smith here. These guys would be like, oh, can I borrow your phone? They'd pick up the phone, they'd dial these 900 numbers. They had to wait 14 seconds. Or it's a whole, if you don't hang up now, you'll be billed $100.
Yeah.
They'd hang on the 15 seconds, $100. Oh, there's no answer. Hang up the phone, pick up, call again. They would do it 2-3 times from every building. They'd literally go door to
But
door.
what was in it for them?
Were they hooked up with the 900 guys?
They were hooked up with the 900.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's pretty good.
Right? Turns out these 900 numbers, the phone company pays them every night. But you don't get your phone bill for like what? For like a month and a half.
Yeah.
By the time big corporations figured out they were getting ripped off, they figured these guys walked away with about $21 million.
Wow. One guy made a lot of calls.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, well, because they don't know how many guys it was. Nobody keeps their tapes for like 2 months. By the time the guy doing the records, like, oh yeah, we got like $700 worth of phone calls, but it was thousands and thousands of places all over the city.
Fucking security guys are being fired.
Yeah, they traced the money back to the Caymans, and that was it. These guys just took their money out. They did it for a month and vanished with all the money. Wow. That is genius, right?
Yeah,
6 or 7 years ago, the only other thing I thought was just as good, because they stuck it to the government, a couple of guys formed a corporation out in Vegas, right? They were in business for like a year and a half. They took all of the money, right, and they bought gold and silver coins. They bought them, whatever the gold and silver was, $1,200 an ounce back in the day. They bankrupt the company. They divvied up all the coins amongst themselves as pay. Back in, I don't even know what it was, but at some point, gold and silver became more valuable than the dollar coins and the nickels and the dimes they printed it on. So what happened was the mafia went ahead, they collected up all these like silver coins, they would melt it down. So the government decided, we can't have them doing that. We're going to make some amendments, and we're going to say that the government won't recognize intrinsic value of coins, that paper money will always be the same. You can never have a dime no matter what it's made of. The government recognizes that as 10 cents no matter what. So these guys got a hold of that, and they said, okay, that's fine. They divvied up like $12 or $13 million worth of gold and silver coins among the employees. These guys went and did their taxes that year, and instead of doing the value of the coins, they added up. They're like, I got like $6,000 worth of gold coins based on face value. The IRS goes after them like, no, you don't have $6,000 worth of coins. You guys had $14 million worth of coins. Took them to court. Over 150 charges filed against them. They actually tried these people twice. All charges dismissed because they went in. The lawyer's like, look, you can't have it both ways. They said either you're recognizing the coins as more valuable than paper money, or you're not.
Hold on, just to interrupt that. What genius? So basically, they bought up all these. Let's just say they bought dimes for the sake of argument, and let's say silver and gold wise or whatever silver wise, the dime was actually worth $2 because of the silver. Right. They were fucking paying each other with it and just declaring it as a dime, and because the rule says it has to be recognized face value. They didn't have to write it off as having that kind of money.
Good.
That's right.
That's genius.
Isn't it? I mean, it kills me that there are people out there with these great things, and what do we do working for a living? It's heartbreaking.
Well, you know what? Half those guys, like the genius of doing that, they actually do go into doing productive stuff for society too. Half of them become crooks, and the other half fucking try to cure cancer and AIDS. I mean, that is a smart fucking guy, though. There's a lot of smart criminals.
I like how Jimmy laid it out though in fucking 3 seconds.
Yeah,
and the guy's taking fucking 10 minutes.
But had that guy not summarized like that, and sorry, I appreciate your call, although you are a long-winded man who should probably fall into an elevator shaft. But no, had he not laid it out like that way, I wouldn't have understood it.
Right.
He made me understand it by laying it out. He had to do that. So that was great, man.
Pure genius.
Yeah.
Genius.
Thanks, bro.
All right, that's too. Wow.
I like anyone that involves an outfit.
Yes, yeah. There's a few guys
in an outfit.
Putting on a disguise.
Yeah.
Mike in Cleveland. Mikey.
Mike.
Hey, boys.
Hey.
Yeah, my buddy worked at a gas station and memorized the cost of, like a few large items like cartons of cigarettes, cases of beer. When people would come to pay in cash, he would give them their change bag, pocket the difference. But he would keep it in the drawer for the cameras. At the end of the night, one of his buddies, hey, come up here, buy a bottle of Coke or a pack of cigarettes. We'd go to the gas station. He'd end up giving us back $300 in change, which was the take, and would leave the difference from the change he gave out back to the people in the drawer. It looked clean and simple at the end of the night.
I like when
$400 a night.
I like when friends are involved because, there's that one night where dude, do you think it'll work? No, you got to come in.
You got to come in.
Why when the cameras pick up, you still got to punch numbers into the register?
Well, it was just like a change button. Offer change, he just didn't scan the items or punch the numbers. And actually, one time he couldn't find anyone to come up. He ended up just talking some Joe into, hey, please, I'll give you $50 if you take this and put it in my unlocked car. He got fired, and he eventually got a letter in the mail saying he was banned from the gas station months later.
Oh man, banned from the gas station.
Yeah, what are you going to do?
That's
Not
terrible.
drive your car?
Yeah,
Go
that's
somewhere else
awful.
for gasoline.
Gasoline.
You know what I had to do? I used to save bottles, and I'd bring them in there for a nickel a piece. It adds up.
Oh my God, who is this?
It's just me.
Oh. I had friends with credit card. They would just steal credit cards, go to the gas station, and swipe it, and just pump gas for people for half price.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Until the credit card just didn't work anymore.
Move along.
Yeah.
Do you know what I would do? I would. Actually, I know someone who would do it.
Oh.
It's a hardware store scam. Well, you got to go in and you got to buy a heavy-duty hammer, and then you just cave old ladies' heads in and take the purse.
That's a hell of a scam.
Yeah. It was called the Basher Burden scam.
Wow. You had to do it in a FedEx outfit.
Yes. Got away with that one.
The UPS, you'd yell, "You piece of shit!" as you hit her.
You just do it until the hammer didn't work anymore.
You do it. You don't let her. You do it until you hit one so hard that the hammerhead flew off and broke a window. That's how hard you hit him.
Then you have to go home.
That's why you always have two hammers.